Hi, everyone, and welcome to Heart and Soul Connected. My name is Allie, and I'm pleased to be with you today. Today, I want to talk about discovering your path to inner peace, which is very hard given the times that we're living in, but it can be accomplished, and we just have to find a way to make that happen. Life gets overwhelming, and it is just some days we just wish we could just put the covers over our heads and stay in bed all day because it's just one of those days. But remember that an inner peace is a state of being that allows us to feel calm, to feel grounded, and act in harmony with ourselves and also the world that is around us. Achieving this balance is crucial for living a full life. And yet we still struggle with it. And we struggle with it because we're being pulled from the outside and we're not strong enough, or perhaps we feel sensitive to whatever it is that is pulling at us. And some days it's hard to ignore. There are days that are very, very difficult for all of us to go through. So we're being bombarded with the news, distractions, the phones, the family obligations, and this leaves us drained. It leaves us disconnected many times, and it doesn't allow us to have that connection with our inner self that is so vital to staying on top of what it is that we need in our own lives, taking care of ourselves first, and not living with intention. Intention is a very, very big part of all of this. If we say to ourselves, oh, I just don't know how I'm going to do this. This is awful. Things are bad, blah, blah, blah. You have an intention of living in that energy. And so it's going to be very, very important for you to understand that you want to set your intention as something that you already are, even if you're just wishing to accomplish it at that point. We can feel restless. We can feel discontent when we start to feel like we're just going through the motions without any set of purpose or direction. And it's hard to focus. This is when we need to do this the most. And as women, if you're watching it as a woman, then you know, we have to go to our job. We have to make sure the laundry gets done. We have to change the bed every once in a while, and we need to vacuum. We need to at least put the dishes in and out of the dishwasher if we're not washing them completely, cleaning the bathrooms. Oh my God, the list goes on and on. Men also feel this way, and I'm not trying to be with gender roles here, because women might have to mow the lawn, men may have to do the dishes. So it's not my intention to separate what it is that we all need to do. There's just a lot to do. I know I have to think about when my car needs to have the oil changed or the tires rotated, or I need to make sure the landscaper's going to come to mow the lawn for me this week, or we have to we have to take the dogs or do haircuts. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And some days, damn it, who wants to do it? I get you completely. What if we could find a way to calm this storm that seems to churn within us, though? Wouldn't that be wonderful? It would be a godsend in order to do that. It is a possibility, but you have to be willing to take some of these steps. And I have to be willing to do them as well. And I have to remind myself in doing these shows that I need to listen to my own advice. Inner peace is a journey, not a destination. I've said this about lots and lots of things. We are not going to always feel at peace with things in our lives. Whether we want to or not, there are days that it just isn't going to happen. And on our destination, we may take the wrong turn. We may trip. We may forget something. All of those myriad of things may occur. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach to this, by the way. This is something you have to figure out. You have to separate your wheat from your chaff, and you need to figure out exactly what it is that will work for you and what won't. But do not say immediately, this isn't going to work for me, because by doing so, you are already surrendering to the idea that living in chaos is all there will ever be, and there's no hope for you. And I tried it once and it never worked. Well, that's like a diet. We all have tried a diet more than once, and it doesn't work. And yet we still commit to it when we find ourselves unhappy with the way that we feel or how we look, or whatever reason or for our own health. We have to take our health into our hands. One powerful way is through the idea of mindfulness. What is mindfulness? What does that even mean? I keep hearing that over and over and over again, Ellie. I don't understand what that means. Being present in the moment is what mindfulness is. Simply cut and dry. Be in the now. Let go of what someone said to you in the past. Let go of what you might have to do next week, next month, next year. Because really, how do you know you'll be there? Number one, lots of things can change between now and then. And this already happened. Don't dwell on it anymore. Move away from it. Learn from it. Grow with it. Understand it and move on. This is a chance to begin again. That's what mindfulness tells us. We can begin again. And when we begin again, we have fresh eyes. We have fresh ideas. We have a new way to circumvent the life that we live, walk around the fringes, walk right through the middle, whatever we want to do. And why should we limit ourselves to that? We're limiting ourselves in this vast opportunity of this universe and what our life can give to us by thinking it can't be done, by thinking this doesn't work, by thinking we will fail. That's not true. You're lying to yourself if you continually think that you are going to do that. We will get there. It's one step at a time. Sometimes 3 steps back, 1 step forward if we're lucky. But it gets there. When I started my channel, I thought, oh my God, how am I going to get? So-and-so has 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. Oh, that's not me. I can never get there. Guess what? Day to day, as each step goes forward, you get there. And then I see new people coming in, and they're falling in that same feeling that I had, because we're not so much not alike. We are alike in a lot of ways, and we want things to happen fast because it surely would be helpful. Then we're not feeling like we're spinning our wheels, but that doesn't always happen. I'm reminded by a conversation I had with another channel person who said, you either have a viral video that sends you over the edge, or you plod along, plod along, plod along. And those viral videos are not always available. Some people never have them. Some people have one and their position is set. Does that mean one person is more successful than the other? Nobody is everybody's cup of tea. And because there are so many different personalities and so many different channels, and I'm speaking broadly here, we know that there are people who feel more of an affinity toward so-and-so or so-and-so, just like we all do. Just like we all like different actors and actresses in movies, and we tend not to watch the ones that have the actors that we don't care for in them. I know I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I have to suck it up and do it anyway because I want to see the movie. And I have to put that aside. And I sometimes have to say they did a really good job in that movie. You know, sometimes it's just not worth it to let them rest on the laurels that I gave them in the beginning. It's all about my judgment, though. It's not their judgment. It's not anyone else's judgment. And so it is something that is important for me to work through, because I have to stay in that growth mindset. I have to move away from this is the way it is. Nothing is black and white. Nothing. Everything is the shades of gray. Everything. Even if you believe in duality, that's just not true. We are all part of the whole. And there are many colors between black and white. One powerful way is also to meditate, quiet our mind, tap into whatever is wise that's coming in. And the other one is feeling gratitude or thankful for a shift in perspective that we may feel more at peace. Some of us have lots of personal things that just keep cropping up. We have floods and repairs, and our car breaks down, and our pets are ill, or we're ill, or our husband is ill, or the community members are having issues, or people are having trouble with their finances, people are losing their jobs. There's a lot that we have to deal with in life. And everybody has to find that peaceful, mindful, now perspective, because if they don't, they're out here in this chaos, and it's hard to navigate through that chaos. The only person who can change things is you. Simple. It has to come from you. It's like when someone tells you, oh, I don't really like that shirt or those glasses on you or whatever it is. I'm happy with them. I don't have to change them unless I'm unhappy with them. And then I can change them. It's a no-brainer to me. Sometimes it's a little insulting. But you know what? Why should I let myself be insulted? That's just one person's opinion. It's okay. I've seen the transformative inner peace in my life and in the lives of many others that I've seen. I recall a friend who was struggling with anxiety and depression, which depression is pushing down, and anxiety is feeling as though everything is out of control and it's spinning. Now, I'm not a therapist, and I know there is clinical anxiety and depression. That's not the anxiety and depression that I'm talking about. It's feeling anxious for something, a result to come. It's feeling depressed because we don't feel like we can move forward. It's those instances of those ideas of which I speak, because this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Through a journey, however, of feeling lost and disconnected of her by herself and others, and maybe she disconnected herself from them, or she complained too much to them and they disconnected from her, because after a while you can make so many suggestions and then you have to say, this is something you're going to have to work on by yourself. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more that I can do to help you. If there was, I would. So what she did was find solace in mindfulness. She started taking small moments each day to breathe and focus on her inner self, to check in with herself. How am I feeling right now in this moment? How does my heart feel? How does my head feel? How does my gut feel? Is it a nice day outside? Oh, how beautiful it is. I'm going to go step outside. How do I feel out here? Well, the sun is on my face. I know I can't stay out here for a long time or I'll get a sunburn, but it sure is nice to feel the sun on my face and the breeze on my neck. It's a moment. You remember that Whitney Houston song, One Moment in Time? One moment in a whole universal, many, many infinity years of time. That's all it takes. As you can continue on your path from starting from this position, you will begin to see some significant changes occurring. You could feel more grounded, more centered, even when things are chaotic. Many people have also told me they turn off the news or they limit their diet of news. Some people have taken to mindful eating, mindful walking, mindful discussions with people, and calling back when they criticize themselves or they say things like, I can't do that. I'm not as good as you are. Cancel that out. Because if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. And you all know we all want to be right. We don't want to be wrong. We want to say, I told you it wouldn't work for me. Told you. Yeah, I knew it. But you said, and it didn't work. You made that happen. You made that not work. Take your responsibility. Take your responsibility. It's very important for you to do that. Finding inner peace is a journey that's within your reach. This is difficult when you're dealing with more than one chaotic event in your life. So give yourself grace. I'm going to work today on finding peace in my job, with my family, in my household chores, with my friend, with my dog, outside. I'm going to find that peace today. And I'm going to bask in that peace and allow that peace to bring me to a place where I can be out of the chaos and into the light. Thank you for listening. Try and work on this yourself and let me know if you have some success, because I know you can.